Hello, my loves. Welcome. Thanks to all of you who are watching live and in the replay. This is Lilia, and we'll talk today about a rookie mistake you're still making in your business after have been in it for several years plus. And that rookie mistake is in regards to your messaging, your niche messaging, and what it is that you do for clients. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Lilia. I'm a transformational business coach. For those of you who are coaches and service providers and who are stuck at your six figures or maybe even a bit below and overwhelmed, and you would love to double your revenue. I do that through subconscious work and high-end offers strategy. So it is blowing my mind that every single time I speak to a new client or to someone who has applied for my breakthrough session, and I always take a look at their profile, whether it's on Instagram, usually it's on Instagram or somewhere else, and I ask them within that breakthrough session application what it is that they do, and every single time it blows my mind, because I would say that a 1 out of 10 usually has some kind of a very good and direct messaging around what they do, and the rest 9 haven't been in business for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, still not making six figures, are dabbling around their messaging. And the first thing, this is like, I like to say that it's like a foundational pillar of your business, right? It's like you're trying to build an empire, or maybe you're trying to build a small empire, whatever your thing is. So you're trying to build something grand, like a big house or whatever that is, and your foundation is shaky and it's rotten and it's not good. You won't be able to build the house. It's going to be a disaster. So most common mistakes is that we are very broad. You are extremely broad with your messaging. Your messaging and your title or whatever it is that you do, whether it's on Facebook and your website or on your Instagram, alongside with what it is that you actually write about, has nothing, they don't coincide at all. Or you're being too broad, or you're talking about the how of the things. You're talking about your process, or the importance of what it is they do, or the importance of the process at all. But you're not speaking to your ideal clients at all. You're not speaking about their problems. You're not speaking about the solutions. You're not speaking about what they're dealing with. You're not speaking about what's keeping them up at night. What's the $1 million problem that they want to solve. You're just not talking about it. And that is the reason why, for some of you, it is so difficult to attract people to even book a call with you, to have a conversation with you, is because you are either trying to be all over the place, or trying to be too broad, or trying to serve everyone. And when you try to serve everyone, you're serving no one. Does that make sense? When you're trying to serve everyone, you are serving no one. So as contradictive as it may sound about niching down and asking even deeper questions, even more narrowing down questions about who your clients are, what they're experiencing, what's the result it is that you provide, the easier your life is going to be. So, but I won't talk about, the normal strategic stuff. Of course, there's always normal strategic stuff about how it is that you write your message, what it is that you talk about with clients, how do you talk about the clients. There's specific psychological sales, whatever, things that get involved with how you write and what you speak about and how you talk. And the more clients you work with, the more ideal clients you work with, the sharper your message is going to be, the more clear you're going to be, the clearer you're going to be about your message. But I'm going to talk about what my specialty and expertise is, and that is, my dear friends, your subconscious commitments, or your unconscious commitments, or your subconscious limiting beliefs around your niche and your messaging. So the reason number 1 that I find people dabbling around, coaches dabbling around their message and trying to be too broad or downplay what they actually provide for clients, is that they are extremely scared. So you are extremely scared that you will promise something that you won't be able to deliver. That's number 1. So instead of just saying it in the face, straight up, what it is that you can do and what's the very desirable thing, you are lowering it down, you're dimming it down, you are playing it small, so that just in case nobody would ever go around and say, she signed me up and she made me work with her and she did not deliver it on what she said she would. Right? So that's the reason number 1 that I hear from people in terms of not hear, but what we find out in terms of why they're dabbling with their messaging, why they're talking, especially if you're like a healer, a transformational coach, a mindset coach, or some kind of a coach that uses some kind of transformational techniques like hypnotherapy or NLP or any other variety of techniques. Usually you are the one who is speaking about, I'll help you become your better self, or I'll help you remove your blocks, or I'll help you overcome your limiting beliefs. But what is it? It's like nobody's laying at night. Like, I don't lay at night thinking about my problems in business or in any area that you're solving. And I lay at night and I was like, oh my God, I just wish I could overcome my limiting beliefs. Nobody does that, right? But by saying that, it's like, you're just like, I'm going to put up the shield. I'm going to put up the shield as in like, I'm not really going to really go after my ideal people, because if I do, then what if they sign up? And then what if I won't be able to deliver? This is the number one fear. And then somebody's going to go and they're going to talk stuff about me. And then nobody else will ever sign up with me and I'll become a failure. That's what's really happening in your head. So that's number one. I won't be able to deliver. It is a huge limiting belief for coaches. It is a huge, and it's almost everywhere. It's almost everywhere. It's almost in every single one of you to a degree. Someone has a lower degree, someone has a higher degree, right? Of I won't be able to deliver. Now the second one that's not letting you powerfully create your statement and claim yourself as an authority within your niche is I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough for that, right? So since I'm not good enough, then how can I possibly say something like this? Say something bold, say something that I help you make 100K in your business in the next 6 months, or I'll help you cure your disease, or I'll help you find your soulmate in 90 days, right? Something really juicy and yummy. So the second reason is why you're not saying this and you just kind of circling around that, just so freaking annoying, is because I'm not good enough. And that usually happens to those of you who are also working a lot. So check with yourself. Are you like working a lot and you just all the hours during the day? That's usually an indication of a I'm not good enough unconscious identity pattern. So the I'm not good enough is, well, such and such is a lot more successful. They've been in business for a lot longer than I have. They have 50K followers and I have 2,000K followers, or they have 50 and I only have 10, or they have 500 and I only have 70. How can I possibly say something like this? How can I possibly promise something like this? Because they're so much more successful, knowledgeable, they're more experienced, they've had all of these other things, so they can say those things and I cannot. So I have to somehow differ myself from them, so that way my language is going to be again deeper, and I'm going to play around different words so that it doesn't sound exactly like that or very similar to that, because I'm not as good enough as them. So that's the reason number 2 of why you are playing around with your language and not powerfully calling in your people. Your people do not recognize themselves within your words. They don't recognize themselves within your message. They don't look at the message and the text or the message and the copy, and they don't go, well, that's exactly what I need, or that's exactly about me. Oh my God, you're in my head type of a thing. They don't say this because they don't recognize it. And another part of it is because you are obviously, from an energetic point of view, from an energetic perspective, right? We all have fields, energetic fields, electromagnetic fields. I keep saying this, I will keep saying this is science, okay? Read some books on quantum physics, you'll realize that this is science. So we all have our own energetic and electromagnetic fields. And so we usually vibrate our intentions, our thoughts, our intentions. But since we have, 77,000 thoughts every single day, and our subconscious mind controls anywhere from 96 to 98% of what we even think, then if I'm not good enough, or any other variations, I won't deliver, or I'm not worthy of it, or I don't deserve the success and the ease, right? That's what's vibrating. So as much as you want to go out there and be visible and be heard and stand in your power and claim your authority, that means stripping all of that. Because right now, even when you put something out there, it's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. There's uncertainty around it. There's fear around it. There's lack around it. There's the feelings of inferiority, I think, yeah, right? Yes, the smaller, when you consider yourself small, right? The imposter syndrome. So that is all what's in your field, and people feel that. We need to kind of just make peace with the fact that people feel how you feel. Okay, they'll feel how you feel, and they won't even be able to explain it, but they'll just be like, it just doesn't really resonate, and they'll walk away. Especially one of the probably, well, at least for me, the energy that I can certainly feel right away is the victimhood. And it's just like, it's not even annoying, but I can feel the victim right there and then, and then I just go, oh my God, I just want to go away. I don't even want to be around this person. This is so, right? It's not a great energy when somebody's playing the victim. And who plays the victim? The healers. So those of you who just want to save people, who want to heal people without taking any money for it, because then you'll feel shame, or maybe you'll feel danger, or maybe you'll feel like you cannot be special, unique because it's dangerous for your survival, or whatever that is, right? Then you are starting playing the victim. I'm going to save you. I'm going to do it all. I'm going to do it at my own expense. It's either going to attract people who are within your messaging as well. It's either going to attract people who are super low vibrationally, so they're even lower than you, or they're way too much in their victimhood themselves. And that means that they won't be able to pay. They'll tell you how expensive your services are. They'll even insult you on how expensive your services are. They'll be the worst possible clients ever. They'll demand more attention. They won't really give you any gratitude for your service. Nightmare clients. Why? Because they're so low, vibrationally lower than you, that they got attracted to your victimhood because they're victims as well. Right? So all of that is within your messages, and all of this is dictating how you are being seen. Are you being seen powerfully? Are you being seen as an authority? Are you being seen as do you stand out from the sea of coaches online? Do you stand out? Can somebody land on your page, on your website, or anywhere else and go, wow, like they just go, oh my God, like got sucked into your world, and book a session with you, or become instant just instant fans right away, right? Is this happening? Or people are just scamming through, and they're scamming through, and they're scamming through. And the reason why, hey Kate, the reason why is because of what I just said, right? The two most common limiting beliefs are, I'm not good enough, then so and so is so amazing and they're so great and they can do that and they can say that, I cannot. And the second reason is, I won't be able to deliver, so then I'll be judged, and if I'll be judged, then people will walk around and tell bad things about me, and then I will lose all my clients. And if you just unpack the whole chain, then I'll become a failure. Usually that's the thing that's happening, right? When it comes to messages. So that's on the surface, on the inside. I'm sorry, with the languaging. And second is your energy that you're emanating and vibrating. Your electromagnetic field, as in why people are scamming through, is because you are either attracting. If you go out with your great message, right? When you finally figure out your message, you go out with great message. But the feeling is that, can I deliver? Can I not really deliver? Am I really good enough? Can I really say that? There's like non-commitment, there's fear, there's again doubt, right? There's your own judgment. Then people feel it. Just give credit to people. Our energetic fields are smart, right? We'll feel different vibes from different people. So again, you're going to attract someone who's either vibrationally at the same level you are. So if you carry your not good enough, guilt, judgment, all of that, then you'll attract someone like this, or lower vibrationally. You won't attract someone who is higher vibrationally. And that's who you want to work with, because those people will pay you the money. So those are the high ticket people. They'll pay you the money. They'll be the the least amount of work type of clients, right? They'll be the ones who won't ask for more. They'll be the ones who won't be like on your back all the time. They'll be respectful. They'll do the things that you tell them to do. It's just a pleasure to work with people like that, right? But you can attract people like that when you're vibrating something like this. Does that make sense? I hope that it does. So check your messaging. Are you standing out or not? Are you being powerfully seen or not? Are you standing up as authority or not? Are you going for something that's dear to your heart, right? Are you going for something that is totally get this. We want the high vibes. Absolutely. Right? Are you standing out as someone with a unique message? It doesn't necessarily have to be unique within your marketing message, right? But it has to be unique and close to your heart, and it has to stand out, because there's so many, I love this saying, there's so many coaches out there, but there's only 1% of mastery coaches. There's only 1% of amazing, masterful coaches. So if you're one of those, then you need to stand out, and you need to let people know what your position is, what your stance is on certain matters that are close to your heart, in terms of what it is that you're good at. And that will separate you from the rest. And that will repel automatically people who you don't need to work with, people who don't understand you, people who judge you, people who have completely different opinions. But why would you want them anyway? So it's one of those things when it's either a yes or no. You either mine or you're not mine. And if you're not mine, as in you're not my client, you're not my fan, you're not my follower, that's fine as well. Go find someone of your own. But if you're mine, then you'll become a very loyal person, right? It's like it's almost creating this inseparable bond, which is great, because then it allows you to re-enroll clients. Then it allows you to have amazing relationships throughout the years. I still sometimes talk to clients that I've had, years ago, and that's quite amazing. So it's this gratitude and your own community that gets established. So I think I'm going to complete here. So stop making the rookie mistake of talking about everything and anything but the very thing that you do. People don't understand vague things. They don't understand things that are very broad. They don't understand things that are too smart almost. And they definitely want you to say things like as if you were speaking in their own language, right? Again, the example that I gave is if you talk about how you're going to break through the limiting beliefs, I don't have to talk about in my marketing message that I'm going to break through your limiting beliefs, because nobody's laying awake at night thinking, oh my gosh, I really just need to break through my limiting beliefs, right? Think about something different. And we all think about very, 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 very like surface-based thing. How can I get more money? Oh my God, I'm so unhealthy. I feel so bad. I just want more energy. I want my back to stop hurting. Oh my God, when am I going to find my soulmate? Oh my God, when I'm gonna create my business or establish my business? How can I possibly grow my business and make this much money? That's what we're thinking about at night. We're not thinking laying down and saying, I just want to be the best version of myself ever. Like, come on, cut the bullshit. We don't talk like this. Like, do you talk like this to yourself? Do you think about it when you're laying awake at night? I don't think so. So then stop treating your people like as if they were some kind of like, those creatures from 19th centuries who are just like, I am gonna, do this or do that, or I just really would love to, I don't even know, but I'm seeing this everywhere. Every single time I open a profile, I go, oh my God, like I don't understand what your message is with what you're actually writing about. It's so broad and so like everything else. You don't want to be everything else, especially if you want a high ticket offer. And why would you not want a high ticket offer? Especially a high ticket offer. You have to be very direct. You have to stand out. You have to be bold. You have to take up your space. And you have to claim what it is that you give people. That is the step number one. It's the foundation of your house that you're building, of your amazing business and life. That's the one of the foundations. There are 5 foundations. I have a whole system, which is not a rocket science. I have a whole system that takes 5 of those things to create an amazing, stable foundation, which will be just those things will be enough to build your multiple 6-figure business, okay? Because I've done this. So a multiple 6-figure business is just basic foundational things. One of them is your $1 million message, okay? Thank you very much for watching. If you like that. Oh, wait, what? I'm like not following my own advice. So for those of you who wanted to learn this 5 foundational things alongside talking about high-end offers and raising your prices, then come join me at my live event. I'm leading a whole day, full day virtual live event on December 9th from 11 a.m. GMT to 6 p.m. a whole day. There's going to be such amazing things happening. We're going to talk about your business, how to get your 6 figures working under 20 hours with just those 5 steps. And we're going to dive into money, pricing, and all the rest of the things. There are prices, there are hot seats in there. There's amazing stuff happening. So go to the link in bio and register right now. It's short time offer, $97 for the whole day just now. And we have limited spaces, obviously, right? So I'll see you at the event. If you have any questions, let me know. And then I'll see you later.